students, I'm back again with a new topic of the fundamental unit of life. Today we will discuss in detail about nucleus, its structure, functions and differences between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. First of all, what is a nucleus? You can see the structure of the nucleus here. It can be defined as a dense protoplasmic body that contains hereditary information for controlling cell activities as for transfer to the next generation. Means that it contains what? Hereditary material that can be transferred from the parent to the offspring. Right? It is the largest cell structure which is oval or spherical in outline. You can see the spherical cell nucleus in the picture. Nucleus is made up of many parts. And let us discuss in detail one by one. And to begin with, the first one is the nuclear envelope or the nuclear membrane. The nucleus has a double layered covering called nuclear membrane which separates the nucleus from the cytoplasm. Here in the picture you can see the outermost layer which is yellow in color. It is the nuclear membrane and it separates the nucleus and that of the cytoplasm, right? It has pores which allow the transfer of material from inside the nucleus to its outside, that is to the cytoplasm. So nuclear pore allows what? Allows the transfer of material from the nucleus to the cytoplasm. So nuclear envelope or nuclear membrane becomes a barrier, right? And here nucleoplasm, the second one, it is the colorless dense shape found inside the nucleus in which chromatin and nucleolus are suspended. You can see the nucleoplasm. In the nucleoplasm, chromatin and nucleolus are suspended. Another part, that is the nucleolus. It is a nearly rounded structure found inside the nucleus. It is not bounded by a membrane. It is rich in RNA and protein. It is the site for the ribosome formation. Here in the picture you can see the bluish color. That is what? That is the nucleolus. And this is the site for the ribosome formation. Right. Now another part, that is the chromatin material. It is in the form of an intertwined mass of thread-like structure made of DNA and protein. You can see the reddish color, that is the chromatin, interwoven, which is like that of the thread-like structure. Here, during cell division, chromatin becomes highly condensed. Thick rod-like structure known as the chromosome. Here in the picture you can see the chromatin becomes highly condensed and it forms thick rod-like structure. And these thick rod-like structure can only be seen or can only be visible when the cell is about to divide. Right, here it becomes chromosome. This chromatin becomes chromosome. And chromosome contains information of inheritance of features from parents to the next generation in the form of DNA. And this is what? This is chromosome and it contains the information for inheritance of feature from parents to the offspring. And this is what? This is DNA. DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid. And DNA molecule contains the information necessary for constructing and organizing cell. It contains what? Information necessary for constructing and organizing cell. And the functional segment of DNA are called genes, which is very, very important. Right. Now, let us move to the functions of nucleus. Let us see one by one. Nucleus contains all the genetic information not only for the cell but also for the whole organism. Right. Next one, nucleus functions as control center of the cell as it controls cell metabolism and cell activities. it is the site for the ribosome formation. That means ribosome is formed by the nucleolus. Understand? Division of nucleus is essential for cell division. See, cell division happens because of the division of nucleus. The last one, that is reshuffling of chromosome and changes in gene produce variation. Variation happens because of the changes in the chromosome. Right? See, in some organisms like bacteria, the nuclear region of the cell may be poorly defined due to the absence of nuclear membrane. Such an undefined nuclear region contains only nucleic acid and is called nucleoid, which you can see in the picture, the nucleoid. And such organisms whose cells lack a nuclear membrane are called prokaryotes. Right? Pro means primitive or primary. Karyote means what? Nucleus. And those organisms which lack what? Nuclear membrane are known as prokaryotes. And what about those organisms which has got nuclear membrane? What do we call? Such organisms with cells having a nuclear membrane are known as eukaryotes. And eukaryotes, they are the advanced cells. Prokaryotic cells also lack most of the other cytoplasmic organelles present in the eukaryotic cells. Many of the functions of such organelles are also performed by poorly organized part of the cytoplasm. And the chlorophyll in the photosynthetic prokaryotic bacteria is associated with membranous vesicle but not with the plastids as in the eukaryotic cells. Right? Now let us see the differences between eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells. You can see from the picture how different they look. So we'll go in detail. Prokaryotic cell. The size is smaller, but in eukaryotic cell the size is larger. An organized nucleus is absent in prokaryotic cells but present in eukaryotic cells, which is covered by a nuclear membrane. A single protochromosome is present in prokaryotic cell, but two or several chromosomes are present in eukaryotic cell. Nucleolus is absent in prokaryotic cells but present in eukaryotic cell. Membrane-bound cell organelles are absent in prokaryotic cell but present in eukaryotic cell. Ribosome also, there are 70 As in prokaryotic cells, but in case of eukaryotic cell, ribosome present in the cytoplasm are 80 S. Right? A typical mitosis is absent as spindle is not formed in prokaryotic cells, but the typical mitosis occurs during cell division in eukaryotic cell. Example of prokaryotic cell: Bacteria, cyanobacteria, that is blue-green algae, plant, animals, fungi and protista are under eukaryotic cells. Now you can see the differences between prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell, and the main reason is the lack of the nuclear membrane in case of prokaryote. I hope you have understood the topics very well about the nucleus, and in the next video we will discuss about the cytoplasm of the cell. Okay, bye bye, see you.